Hello farmers and welcome back to Hazzard County, third day of spring, mid-spring if you will, 8:30 in the morning. Soil temperature's up, air temperature is going to be way up today. I think it's going to be in the 70s today, so I don't think I have to worry about the ground temperature dropping lower than it is. I looked at the forecast, long-range forecast, temperature looks good, so I don't think we have to worry about the ground temperature dropping, which means we're going to start planting some corn and soybean. I think we're going to first plant the corn over in the cornfield. I thought about doing the soybean first because that's what we need. But since we just worked down that field quite often lately, I think we'll go ahead and we'll see the cornfield first. One of my workers has already gone to town. He's not gone to town. He's in the field actually working, but he's going to town on the field. Yeah, so he's fertilizing. Our fields have grown. They're ready for the last stage for most of them. So that's what that's what he's doing today. He's going to be fertilizing, and we're going to go ahead and I don't want to run in my crop. I mean, I'm going to have to eventually take care of that so I don't get into my crop, but not yet. We'll turn around here in our big driveway as we have. So I fooled around with those silo displays a little bit, and yeah, I just can't really get them to work on the Total-Mix ration silo and the silage silo for some reason. And for some reason, it's weird. It recognizes that they're there, but yeah, it won't show up in the display. So I tried a couple things. I said, well, the only thing I didn't, well, there was a few things I didn't do. I said, how about if I exit Farming Simulator, reload the game? Will it then recognize it? No, it didn't. Then I thought, well, how about if I go ahead and change the totals inside the silos? So I took some Total-Mix rations out, just drove around, put it right back in, and the silo, the display still didn't recognize it. So, and then I said, well, maybe there's an issue with this silo display. So I put down the big one like we did for the other silo. Before I did all that test I just told you about, and still didn't show. So yeah, it just isn't, it's not working with those silos at all. So I did think about, I could do something like, I would assume maybe Alien Jim silos might work. So I said I can put down one of Alien Jim's silos and do it that way, but you know, it's not that important. I mean, we kind of know what's in there, so it's good. So yeah, you can see I put down the other silo display to see how that would work, and it doesn't. So it's kind of weird though, because yeah, I don't know, it recognized them. So down here, if I didn't show you before, there's a section down here called the Ranger. This is the range that's detecting the silos. So if I go down to where it says connected to silo 0 and I go up to 1 and 2, now that it recognizes it, it's putting in all the types: grass, silage, chaff, Total-Mix rations, corn, soybean. And down here I hit confirm, and nothing. So it knows that they're there, just not reading out the readout. Anyways, oh yeah, I also found the lights for this garage right here. It actually is this box right back here. I was looking, you know, I saw that and I was like, I don't see a switch there, but if I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I'm turning the lights on and off. You can kind of see on the air brick wall that the shade of light is changing. I'll leave the lights on because we got solar panels giving us power, so we're all good there. And yeah, the cows here, even with reloading the game with the cows, they tend to freeze and unfreeze. So yeah, I'm not sure what that is all about. And I cannot find... Oh, there he is. Now he's there. We found him today. Yeah, you were kind of missing there for a while. I don't know where you went. But he's back. I know I say it is a he, but even though you see the udder down there, other than that, he's a guy. Anyways, yeah, so let's go ahead. We're going to grab our Dude's Fire, and we're going to go up to the quote-unquote cornfield that we harvested last fall, and we're going to plant down some more corn. I want to get plenty of corn just to do, well, ethanol fuel in the winter. That's what I really want to do. We still owe $1.3 million, well, which isn't bad because at one point we owed almost $3 million. And plus there's other things I kind of would like to buy for next season. And it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. And with the fields that we have, that equipment would be really nice. So there's one of those silo displays working properly if you didn't happen to see it last episode. That's what these displays actually do. So it shows all the types that can go to the silo, and it shows how much you have and the capacity that it has. Nice lit display, nice and clear too. Looks all good. And it only shows in that the ones that it can read the silo. It's not going to read your complete total. So like we have oats way over by the horses, it's not going to read that. I'm keeping an eye on our grass field. I'm waiting for the grass field to actually hit a growth stage so I can go ahead and fertilize it one more time. The grass should be growing rather quickly with the geo that we have running. And I would like to make more hay or silage even. Maybe we could sell some silage. That would be good. Alright, how about if I pay attention and actually get the horse seed drill up and going? So yeah, like I was saying, there's some things I like to buy, and it's probably going to be expensive. And a seed drill is definitely one of them. And I'm going to hit the wrong buttons. I was going to turn on course play. I don't want course play. I want GPS, please. Point A. Is that far enough? Point B. It's good. And I'm going to need to move over just a bit, I think. That should be good. Oh, and the other good thing I probably should do is change what we're planting, right? Oats, oilseed, rye, spelt. A lot of crops we can plant. I just don't have a way to harvest them. Wheat, barley. Did I go? Almost there. No, didn't go by it just yet. Thought I may have. Let's back up here, and I don't know why I'm backing up like this. This is kind of stupid. But then again, it's me. All right, let's go ahead and implement is down. Turn it on. Set the cruise control because I can. So the good thing, the way we got this field all set up, is I'm not going to need to fertilize it for the rest of the year. The only thing we'll keep an eye on are the weeds. And yeah, the weeds have already grown back in some of the fields, and even some of our fields, the weeds have grown back. So unless they get really, really bad, I may not do anything about it. It may sound kind of weird that I say that. But yeah, they're not infesting the fields enough for me to want to go buy a herbicide sprayer and take care of the fields just yet. So yeah, this in-game day, I want to get both of the corn fields seeded, this one and the one next to us, so they can start growing. And definitely get the soybeans done probably late in the afternoon, and that might be on a course play worker later on. And yeah, pretty much it's just fertilize the rest of our fields and wait until fall, because like I said, we're not doing any contract work at all. We did that all last season to get the farm to where it is now. At least that's the plan. I did happen just to go in and kind of look at contracts to see what's out there, just to see if something was extremely interesting. But I tempted myself to say no to contracts, so I did. Until fall comes, and then when fall comes, I'll look at some contracts for harvesting, and if I see like soybeans or an oat field, cornfield maybe, then I'll say, you know what, that looks mighty interesting. Mighty interesting. Alright, so when I get down here, I'm going to have to do a headland, because this is just insane here. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'll actually try to get 2 headlands done here, because there's a flipping hedge right here. I mean, I can drive through it, that's not a problem, but it is a hedge to our other field. So I do have a thought of, well, we'll see. We're going to put it down this episode. Going to have to borrow a little bit of cash. So originally with the cows, and we still may do so, now that we're gathering more manure because we got more cows, yeah, I am thinking about putting down the placeable that uses some manure, so I can get some income coming in. Oh, and also today, I'm also going to keep my eye on it, is the wool price for the sheep is going up. It's not rising now, but it's up to $1,300 per 1,000. So that was better than the day before. Oh, I'm hitting the fence. There's a fence there. I knew that. Nope, nope, put that down. There we go. Turn it back on. Get another headland in. There we go. Beautiful corn. So when fall comes, we'll put it into our silo, and then when winter comes and we got not much to do, we'll bring it on down to the ethanol plant and have a field day with it. And this right here alone, if I can do both fields with corn, harvest them, yeah, we should have no problem paying off the rest of our loan. So he says. Looks like our worker is done in field 37, I believe it is. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting a bigger seed drill. Not for this year, but like maybe next year, and I do have a plan for that. So I guess it all depends on how our fall harvest goes and how we sell crops and making ethanol fuel. Because my plan, it's not, like I said, it's not cheap stuff. I think we're looking at like another $1 million worth of equipment. So yeah, it's big stuff. And it's stuff I've never used before. Let me rethink that. Yeah, stuff I never used before. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. And of course, with the animals, our horses... oh, that's the wrong map. I'm on the wrong map. That's Pacific Northwest I was getting ready to talk about. Yeah, so our horses... Yeah, well, we're just getting paid every day. But our horse helper is either gypping us a little bit on the cash or something. I don't know. We're just getting less and less. But it will be nice, though, when our cows do start having some offspring and they do start making some milk. And then, yeah, so we're going to have to buy probably a milk tanker at some point, but that's not going to be for a while. And in farm sim money, $60,000 for a tanker, $60,000 isn't much at all. So we can afford that for sure. And hopefully our chickens are making eggs like they should be. But other than that, yeah, we don't have much income other than the solar panels, but hopefully later on today in this episode, we'll have something that will be bring us in some cash once in a while. Traffic, you're going to have to wait. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to wait. There we go. And I think when I get down here, I might do one more pass of the headland. Usually 3 passes is more than enough, but I want to keep it on the same side. But the best way to make these projects go quicker, like I always say, how about a little bit of tunes and speed it up a little bit. We'll get this job done as soon as we can. Then I can get him refilled. And I may not have to get him refilled, actually. This seed drill does pretty good. And then I need to get over to the other side of this cornfield and do that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll just see you, well, hopefully when we get done here, not too long from now.
Jesse was born on a winter's night in the middle of a storm. The road was blocked, so Jesse was born in this old house. Raised on love in those sunny years when there was magic in the world. Her laughter traveled well across those hardwood floors. God knows we didn't have much, but in a way, you know, we had it all. Jesse came home on a Friday night in the middle of a game. He left her for the bottle once again. Don't cry, honey, it'll all work out. It's a big old world out there. You'll be on your feet, but you're always welcome here. So just keep going, find your way in this world. If you need us, we'll be there.
So I will say this. I think this might be the last time I actually use this seed roll on this map. I mean, this field is pretty big, but it's not even the biggest field that we own. And this field right here took me, well, we're going on 45 minutes seeding this field. So it took a while. I mean, the seed roll does fine. I mean, it gets the job done. I mean, 45 minutes to actually seed this field, but you got to remember this is a modded seed roll, so I'm seeding at 16 miles an hour or so. If you have the base game seed roll, that's, you know, it's going to almost add 60% more time to it. But yeah, I think definitely getting a new seed roll, getting an upgrade is going to be worth it, especially when it comes time to seed like field 40 and 39. 39 is like right on the other side here. Let me turn the HUD back on so I can make sure I'm turning everything off that needs to be off. The good news is I haven't run out of seed because I had the HUD off. I wasn't paying any attention, but I figured I had enough. And like I said, since it took me so long to seed this field, I'm not going to go over and seed the other cornfield just yet. Because one, well, we're pretty much out of seed anyway, so I probably need some. And there's a couple things we're going to try. So like I said, this might be the last time we use a seed roll. I'll have to check. I can't buy the seed roll. Yeah, we might actually have to have 2 seed rolls for the farm. So the one I want to buy for the bigger fields, that might be next year. I mean, I guess I could rough it out. I mean, we only got really 2 more fields to seed. We got the cornfield on the right hand side of us. That's half of the field, or like 33% of the field I need to reseed, and the soybean field, which I can do course play on. Let the course play worker do it while I do other things. So, I mean, I guess we can rough it out for the rest of the year until I buy the other seed roll. But then the other seed roll, I think, is going to be too big for some of these other fields that we have. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Just that I just know this 9 meter is not quite cutting it. But the one thing I do want to try, and I was thinking about it. You know me, I'm always thinking when I got a big project seeding a field like this size. Yeah, so we're going to take the seed roll back to the farm. We're going to take it to the workshop. And I'm not going to repaint the seed roll. I'm going to customize it to a different color. Now, I think if I customize it to a different color, it's not going to actually... It's going to change the color of the seed roll, but I don't think it's going to quote-unquote repaint it. Meaning take care of all the scratches and all that stuff. I'm hoping that's what it does. If it does that, then I might go ahead and repaint this tractor as well. And there we go. All set. So there is our cornfield. Well, cornfields. That's all set. I don't know why it's leaving the lines in the field either. I wonder if that's showing up on the map here. If I go to... Come on. If I go to the map, it doesn't show on the map that I'm leaving the line, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. It might be the way the mod creator Nitro Dad did the fields. Maybe the field patterns are kind of overlaying each other just a little bit to make sure you got full coverage, and I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't got a clue. Is our grass growing yet? No, our grass is not quite growing yet. Other fields are looking good. It does get me a little worried once in a while, like as you see in the field on the right hand side. I think that's spelt on that side, but see when you get to really close to it, it kind of looks like it withered. The color of it kind of changes the closer you get to it. It looks like it's withered. Makes me nervous when I get by there. I'm like, what happened to my crop? I'm like, oh, is this the way it looks? Alright, so let's go to our little workshop here. Oh, and I did do a little landscaping around here. Nothing to change the color, but flatten out the areas. Like when I go in that shed over there, it's nice and flat. So as we can see, kind of, you know what, I think I need to, we're going to have to wash it to get an actually good look at it. Let's bring over here, wash it, then I'm going to change the color, customize it, but I'm not going to repaint it. Because I want to leave all the scratches in it if I can. And since we're here, I might as well wash the Dude's car. What time is it? Wow, yeah, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, so it took a while to see that field. Yeah, so I'm hoping when I change the color, which also, it shouldn't cost me nothing to change the color because we already paid for it when we bought the seed roll. And see, the Dude's Fire is getting some nice, I don't want to say scratches in it, but wear on the paint as well. Alright, so let's go customize the seed roll, because like I said, I won't be keeping that probably much longer. Have to upgrade it. Even if I go from a 9 to a 12 meter, that's upgrading it to a decent size. Nope, not that, not that. Yeah, so I don't want to repaint. I'm going to go to customize. Let's go ahead and let's tell you what. We'll just, nope. Here. We'll go with that. And go with that. Just for the heck of it for now, so it shouldn't cost me nothing. Customize for $0. Did it actually repaint it? No, it did not. You can see on the wheels back here, there's still, it's not full green. Sweet. Alright, oh, that's right, I gotta hook it back up, because I customized it. So, now let's customize the Dude's Fire to a different color. Since it's December and the Christmas season is upon us, there was a color I liked. Is it Fent Classic? Yeah, Fent Classic, and then we'll go the backwards with the case red wheels. Customize and hopefully, whoa. What? Did I not paint this? Is that was the black and why am I options? What did I not change before? I did not change the main color of the tractor before. You can see it where it says main color $1,500. Apparently I just changed the color of the rims, but if it repaints it, we'll find out. No, it doesn't. You can see all the scratches in it. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for to find out. There we go. So yeah, you can customize your paint without having to quote-unquote repaint it. I like that. I figured it would do that because I figured that's under a different XML file, the way the files work, at least on PC, that it shouldn't have changed the colors on that at all. I'm just going to park this here right now. Let's go grab our class tractor here, stop driver, clear that course, and back up. So this field here should be fully fertilized, and hopefully he has no problems fertilizing. That field is not fully fertilized. No, field 36, yeah, so 37's done for the season. That's our grass field. I'll let him do 39 later, but we'll have him get 36 done. He's got plenty of fertilizer. He's here. And you're right here, so we'll send him off to fertilize that. We just fertilized it like a day or two ago. But since the crops have grown a stage, it should be all set for another last stage of fertilization. And then we're going to call the bank and borrow some cash. But let's get this dude set up first. Dude or ma'am, I don't know who's going to be taking over. Yeah, one pass around should be good. Generate course. Yeah, that shouldn't take you long to go ahead and do that. Let me teleport. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright, let me borrow some cash here. Yeah, we'll just borrow 80 and I can pay the rest off later. So I did a little searching where to place this before I started recording, and I found a decent spot, I do believe, and it's going to be right here behind this shed, right in this area here. So if we go to here and Global Company, it's going to be a strawberry patch right here for 55 grand. So I was trying to figure this out before. I haven't placed this down yet anywhere, but I'm trying to figure out where the strawberries and such will pop out. So I can see the water tank is in the corner facing us on the left-hand side. I can see that's the water tank. I'm going to assume the fertilizer is on that side as well. And I think the strawberries are going to spawn on the side facing us. I think. Or are they going to spawn on this side? You know what you should be doing, Peanut, like always. When all else fails, go in here. Auto save off. Save game as is. And that way, if you place it down and you don't like it, you just got to reload the game and you're right to where you need to be. And turn on the HUD so you can see how much you're actually paying for this. Which way did I want to do this here? I'm trying to see if I want to leave myself some room over there. Right there. Now left control Q and E to find the best price. And I just hit the wrong button. $55,160, which is not bad. I think we'll do that. It's only $200 more, but at least the whole foundation should be above ground. And there it is. So I do have enough room in here to bring the manure in. Hopefully nothing spawns here. It looks like it doesn't, but this is where I can read the input-output. Oh, and the strawberries spawn here. Oh, that makes it even better. That is all good. Perfect. Now, I'm not going to buy a water tanker yet. We got the big water tanker somewhere. I think that is in a shed down at the... guess what? I cannot fill up the strawberry patch because our class tractor is the front loader. So that's going to be kind of a teaser for you, isn't it? Oh, man. It shouldn't take him too long to get done. So maybe what I'll do is I'll wait for him to get done. And while we're waiting for him to get done, I'll go grab the huge tanker. I assume this is only going to take 6,000 liters. So I need to grab my Volvo truck and head on down to the horses. I think that's where I parked that trailer a couple days ago, or tanker I should call it, because that's what it is. And hopefully my Volvo, yeah, I see the Volvo truck, which is a little dirty. A little, he says? Yeah, it's a little dirty. So I'm going to head on down. I'm going to grab the water tanker. We have a refill point right here, right? Somewhere? It should be... Oh, yeah, I see it. It's right there. I see it. So, we do have one here. And we also have one at the cow barn. I wonder if that actually works or not. Well, I can test it before we get back. But let me go grab the tanker. We'll come back. We'll put some water in the strawberry garden patch, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully by then the class tractor is done and I can grab the front loader on that. We'll grab some of the manure out of the cows' manure pit area. And hopefully start growing some strawberries. Alright, so I have this huge tanker, but I just need 6,000 liters. And let's see if I can refill from this. May I refill from this? Don't think so. I think that's just a trigger to give water to the cows if I don't have the animal extension. If we come over here... Now I assume 6,000 liters will be more than enough. Just want to make sure I'm not paying for the water. We're not. And this thing always takes forever to fill up. But it's not too bad. We're just, because we're still waiting for the class tractor. He has not done yet, but it shouldn't take him too long to go ahead. I'll just put 10,000 liters in here. Worst comes to worst, I can always go down to the ethanol plant. I think that can take some more water. Now, what I'm going to try to do is when the end of fall comes, we're not going to use this during the winter months. Only because strawberries are not going to grow when it's in the middle of flipping winter, you would think. So, alright, so with this, I am going to have to back up. Hopefully back up. Can I... Really? Am I going to spin on that? I cannot back up the hill with that? You gotta be kidding me. That's a steep... Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright. Well, I'll drive in and then back out. Because I was thinking about using just a small tanker, but the way money is right now, it is what it is. That actually took all 10,000 liters of water. Where's the input-output so I can see how much... get against the wall so I can probably see it better. Alright, so that's 60%. So it won't take 20,000 liters, it'll take like 18,000 liters total. Alright, well it's good enough for now. I guess I can go let the tanker fill up while we're waiting. Because we all want to see what it does, right? I know I'm curious. I just wish I would have reminded myself, like, hey, you need the class tractor to put the manure in there because you need the bucket. So I will bring it back when the class tractor's done. I'll bring it back here. We'll stick the bucket on there, which is, yes, it is over here, which is good. And we'll put some manure in it and see what happens. I mean, strawberries would happen, I would think. I'll see you in just a bit. So our wheat field by the house is all taken care of for the season, hopefully, until harvest time. I am going to leave the fertilizer spreader on the back to give us some weight ballast for the back. So I don't remember how big of a bucket I actually got, because that's a modded bucket, so I don't know how many liters I made it for. But we're soon to find out. I did fill up the strawberry patch with more water. So let's go ahead and grab some manure. How much manure do we actually have in there? I'm in the vehicle, so I can't turn on the animal HUD, so don't quite get that, but that's fine. And while I got the bucket on here, I might want to clean out the chickens and the cows. But we do have almost 15,000 liters of manure. Which, you know, my guess is a strawberry patch could probably take all of it. Now I know I said I would want to do looks like I went 6,000 liters on here, and that's probably enough for the class tractor. I'm glad I left the fertilizer spreader on the back. You can kind of see a lot of weight is on the front of this tractor right now. Yeah, so I thought about making compost with it, which is easy to make compost. It's just you got to bring the manure on over to the compost factory and put some water in there, and we can sell compost. Compost goes for right around $800 per. We are on medium economy, I do believe. Strawberries, though, but I guess it all depends how much manure it takes to make 1,000. Strawberries are going for like $1,200 right now. Let's see what happens. I think this is going to change quite a bit where all the seeds and stuff are. Alright. It looks like strawberries are already being made. Come over here. Where is the trigger? There it is. So yeah, so it takes... Man, that HUD's sometimes hard to... So 16,000 liters of water, and I'm going to say 18,000 liters of manure. So I can take all that manure probably out of the cows. Let me turn that HUD off so it's not so many numbers staring at us in the face. It is a little snug in here. Let's not lie about that, but I want to give myself room because I plan on putting a road from here down to the road behind us for easier access in the future. I want to do some landscaping at some point, but I don't want to keep borrowing some money because right now, I know I borrowed money today to put down the strawberry patch, but I'll bring some money in. I don't want to borrow money if I can help it right now because, like I said, the solar panels right now, with that, and it's basically balancing out our loan interest at midnight. So if I don't buy fertilizer or seed or anything like that, we actually make a small profit during the day. So I want to keep it that way for now. But yeah, the strawberry patch, we did borrow a little bit more cash, but hopefully in a few days, I don't know how fast it's going to make strawberries either. Not a clue. Yeah, the 6,000 liter bucket is probably just enough for this tractor. I mean, if I put a weight in the back, then we'd be fine. I wonder if I put more manure in it. So I got 2 rows of strawberries. I wonder if I put more manure in it. Am I going to get more rows of strawberries? Yes, we are. Alright, we might as well get the rest of the cow manure. So the cows better start producing. But the good news is, in about a half a season, so sometime in fall, we'll get some calves running around. More cows. More manure. And eventually start getting the cows that have offspring will start producing some milk. But I feel this kind of wrong, taking their milk from them when they should be feeding the calves. Is that a thing? I don't know. I think I almost got a full bucket, so this will be the last bucket I bring over. A little bit more manure there, but it's fine. At least we got started. Yeah, so in the future, well, I mean, it's not going to cost me much landscaping to put a little bit of a dirt road down through here. Actually, those strawberries are, it looks like they're piling up pretty darn good. Like I said, when winter comes, I'll have to restrain myself and not grow strawberries because strawberries don't grow in winter. Oh no, that's not what you want. Unless I'm maxed out at 16,000. Well, I might be maxed out at 16,000. Yeah, so 16,000 is what it takes. Alright. So 16,000 for water, 16,000 for manure. That's fine, I'll just go put it right back where I got it from. Then we'll come over and see how many liters of strawberries I got already in this short amount of time. I mean, if it makes strawberries as fast as it looks right now, it's a good decision to put it down because I should get my money back on that strawberry patch not too long from now, I'd assume. We'll check it out in a minute here, but the one thing we're going to finish off here before we check it out is we're going to clean out the cows. And I should be saving the silage I get out of here and put it into the silo over there. But really, it's such a small amount. Now, I don't really need to clean out the animals at all because it doesn't really affect their productivity at all. There we go. I'm not good at getting the bucket flat when I can't see what I'm doing. I mean, we're talking 142 liters, is it? So it's not much. So so what I try to do is this, we'll give it right back to them. And one of these days, that extra silage may come in handy. If I ever run out of Total Mix rations, they can have some of the silage in there. And this time we'll go clean out the chickens before I feed them. Probably have to feed them by the end of this day. But our fields are looking good. Farm is coming along nicely. It's good that we can repaint, or well, not repaint, customize our vehicles without the paint being repainted. There we go. So they look good right now. So let's go. I want to put this right here for now. Tractor, that is. How are you guys doing on some eggs here? Okay. Well, it's coming along slowly. So I got about 5,000 liters of eggs. 5,000 liters of eggs, huh? Eggs. So strawberries right here. So you can see the price right now, almost $1,300 per. And compost, $807. I'm just curious what the eggs are doing right now for pricing. So yeah, I can almost get like 10 grand from selling the eggs today. And the wool is sitting at $13.29. But I think the wool price is better in a couple days, usually. Yeah, like the 5th or 6th day. So you can see the first 2 days of spring, the price was low. Looks like the 3rd and 4th day, you can see where they were last year. Looks like the 5th day, so we got to hold out just a little bit longer. But let's run over here. So the strawberry patch had it about, what, an hour? Probably not even that long. Let's see how many strawberries we make in an hour. And for the price that we get for strawberries, that would be a nice profit to have. Got a nice little work shed here. Some seeds. That's filling up nicely. So we already got 1,000 liters. 1,000 liters already. Oh, I guess I could, they got a digital display right down here at the bottom. That's nice. How much water are we going through? It's going through the water at a decent rate, actually, but water's free. The manure is also free, but I don't know how fast I'm making it. So we'll have to see how long that lasts. Is that going to last a day or 2 days? My guess is the way it's going down, maybe just a day. I don't know, but watch where you step in the strawberry patch. Let's jump over these. Walk through those, jump over those. Now, that's making it at a pretty good rate for sure. So, yeah, what did we get done today, or at least this morning? Took forever, but we got the cornfield in Field 96 done. I got to cultivate and finish seeding Field 97. But I think before I do that, when I cultivate Field 97, we'll probably send a worker down to seed Field 35 with a horse pronto. I may have to start thinking about swapping out seed drills, because that Field 96 took me almost 50 minutes, so I'm guessing Field 40 may take me like an hour, I don't know, hour 15, hour and a half to do, something like that. And originally I thought we were going to divide Field 40 up, which we may do in the future, but for now, we got plenty of fields to separate different kind of crops. So I think we got to see how the first season goes and just go from there. Try to do that. So yeah, in Field 100 over here, that is seeded, but you can see the weeds are starting to come in more aggressively than they were last year, I think. And my grass field over here, I haven't fertilized that at all, so I probably should get over there. It's a small field. If I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But I think that's what we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. I mean, it's, wow, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon already. This day has moved on quite a bit. Seeding that field took more of the day than I thought. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one. Every time I used to go strawberry picking, I wouldn't put them in the basket. I'd just eat them right out of the field. Free strawberries.